I am live on the lake right now. Oh, that's put a few people on instantly. We are live on Lake Winnipesaukee right now. And I'm going to open up a vent here because I'm getting a headache. That should help. Actually, I'm going to crack a window instead. Actually, a little bit better. We got 14. I cannot see that far away. But we're jigging for smelt right now. Buffalo Bills to win. Stay warm, bro. I'm sleeping on the ice. We started getting my gear ready for Meredith Bay Derby. What part of Lake Winnie? We are on the eastern side of the lake. And I'll actually do an ice report tomorrow before I leave. But it's been slow. Slow. I missed 5 Lakers today. They were literally just nipping at the jig. And you guys know I use small jigs. So right now we, I guess I could show you the LiveScope view of the smelt. But normally this bay is loaded with smelt, and it was not. I checked a huge section of it today and walked around. I probably did too many miles with big ice fishing boots on. I don't know. Can you guys hear that fan? It annoys me, so I don't know if it annoys you guys. But I have a tiny little tungsten on with a little bit of stuff tipped on it to see if I can catch a stupid smelt, and even the smelt aren't bite today. Got about 400 right below me. Oh, eat it. And then I got a shiner on the bottom right now, too. Stupid fish. Yeah, on your way to Florida. Can't hear the fan. How thick is the ice? I'm not going to tell you how thick the ice is. It's, whatever that means to you guys. That's how much the ice is. To the point where I'm not running my heater on high tonight because I'm worried about it thinning out overnight. But it's been ranging from like 3.5 inches to 4 inches of clear black ice throughout the whole area that I'm in today. So I got here at 2 o'clock, and yeah, I did a lot of walking. Walked to some really good hot spots, and there was a couple Lakers. I missed a couple. 2 of them were I was on my stupid phone, which you guys are watching me on, obviously. But yeah, right now we're trying to jig for some smelt just to pass the time. I do have cusk lines out right now, or burbot lines out. Come on, hit this. There's like 400 smelt below me, and they won't hit the jig. Alright, I'm gonna bring it up and glow it. It's my only choice. I'm using a little tiny tungsten. So yeah, trying to catch some smelt, pass the time. There appears to be no fish in sight this time of night. This is not a good area for burbot anyways. If I had my choice, I wouldn't be fishing here, but it's the only spot that I know that has ice. I will be checking. My plan was to check some other spots for ice tomorrow, but we're supposed to get this snowstorm, which my freaking son's school canceled. So I got to kind of go home early and relieve the wife, so she works remote. So I can cover that up, cover the kiddo. And snow blow. Alright, all the smelt just moved. Let's see if I can move some of the lighting here. It looks like we're a little dark. You guys got any more questions besides where I am and how thick the ice is? I really wish I was in my good burbot spot, but that's definitely wide open. Yeah, I was gonna set up, actually walk between the two islands today, if you know where I am, and I didn't bring my burbot traps out there because I thought I was gonna set up shallow, like super shallow, and I decided not to, kind of like last minute. But I walked through there. I've set them up there before, my first time ever setting cusk lines out, and I caught rock bass, so I decided not to do that this time. But I should have. I almost walked back out there, but I was already freaking beat from walking out there the first time. So I have some set up in that direction, south, and then I have some set up on my off my right shoulder here. I did have it heat ripping here and high, and the floor started melting pretty fast. And I didn't bring my foam tile because I don't have the snow dog with me. I wasn't lugging all that stuff out here. Even the smell don't want to bite. How annoying. But they're attracted to the light of the shack, so they are underneath me. And I don't think they're all small smelt either. Oh, this one might be biting. I have a panfish rod. Normally I'd have my my small, like, circle tackle alpha style rod with me. It should be better. But we're making ice out here for sure. Making lots of ice. Came here and checked it yesterday. It was like a strong 2. And then I came here today, it was like 3 to 4. Found some really decent ice, and I walked farther than I normally would have walked, but I wanted to catch you guys some fish. There's always tomorrow, and with this pressure system, we had a high pressure coming up, which is usually good. And normally this bay is full of bait, and it's not, which is really weird. And we have a pressure system going down about 9 p.m. tonight. That storm's going to start rolling in. So from there on, I mean, I have 5 burbot lines out. I would have 6, but I'm missing 1 hook, so I don't know where that is. I use just like pre-made snells. Shutting that window, it's too cold. I got a little bit of a puddle in the shack here. Not too bad. Yeah, this is not my first spot for burbot. I usually fish Alton for burbot, or I fish JR's Reef, which I didn't make it to last year. There's just of ice for the snow dog, and it's a long freaking walk to get out there by foot. I probably could have made it out there by foot, but just didn't want to go. If you guys saw the video from 2 years ago where I was hammering them on live, that's the JR's Reef. Oh, I just bonked the freaking smelt on the head. They do not want to eat. They're just like staring straight at it. Oh, maybe they do. Come on. Nope. Nope, lady, nope. Oh, you mother. I wish I could dual screen the LiveScope footage for you guys, because they're pretty cool. They're just swarming. They're 6 feet below the ice, not even. I've had them come right up to the hole. And now I just spooked them. They really spooked. If you like stomp on the ice right now, they peace out. I got LiveScope for this year, hoping it pays off. It shall. And let me know if you have any questions about it. A lot of people have issues getting it like dialed in. Yeah, let me know. I plan on doing a video about like some ice fishing settings that I use quite often. Video, it didn't come out that well, so I'm not gonna release it. All right, come on over. Come here. Come here. Come here. Willie trying to catch 4-inch, 8-inch fish here, so I don't get skunked today. Come on. But anyways, I definitely watched. Yeah, no, I've been getting a lot of questions about like how do I use live. So a lot of people buy LiveScope for ice fishing because they don't have a boat, and it like LiveScope is such a time saver on the ice because you don't need to. Like, so an acre is 200 by 200 feet, 204, 208 or something like that by 208 feet. Just to give you guys some perspective, the LiveScope can scan like 120 feet all around you. So I can scan a half acre at a shot. If there's no fish there, I literally just keep walking. So I'll walk 100 feet. Well, you know, I'll drill a hole like I did today. Came out and drill a hole in a good spot. Pan around, punch it out to like 120, 130. And then I'll go walk another two. If there's no fish there, I'll walk 200 feet away, and then I'll pan back. So I have kind of a little overlap. It's a circular overlap. It's not a perfect square, obviously. So you do have some missing, but if there's no fish in that area, I just keep walking. If there is, like I was chasing a school of, I think, white perch today, but they were being really, really skittish. I could not get on them. I would drill a hole, find them, and then the stupid freaking things would like spook and be 50 feet away, which is super annoying. But at no point today did I feel unsafe walking on the ice. But I'm 150 pounds, and I do this so often that it doesn't like phase me. But there's one pressure crack that I was a little nervous about, but it was fine. The ice had just split apart a little bit, so it was, when I stepped on it, it gave way a little bit, which is a little nerve-wracking with anybody, really, especially this early in the season. Come on, stupid freaking smelt. All right, we're gonna do the dead stick technique. Oh, that was a very big pressure crack. Spot can't step a couple things side by side. Yeah, setting up camp is crucial to get that thing like right where you want it, really. I have, like, this is a notorious spot for hard sides during first ice, or just like during the season and the derby and stuff. So I just set up here. Most of the time, this little bay is just like, I'm just running and gunning. I'm just checking ice on the way out. Ice thickness is anywhere between 3 to 4.5. I wish there was more ice for sure. But we're supposed to get some snow tonight, which is supposed to be cold tonight, snow tonight, snow tomorrow, which I'm gonna leave probably halfway through the snowstorm, which is going to sick. All right, I have fish right below me. They're ignoring me. There's a little piece of meat on there. A lot of people use smelt eyeballs. Yeah, the ice started popping about an hour ago, which means it dropped down. It was pretty warm all day today. I was sweating for a little while there, walking around. And I had about 7 people ask me where I was going today, because I actually didn't say anything to anybody, because I love sharing ice thickness and stuff like that, but this is the only spot in Winnipesaukee that's safe, and I'm sure it'll be packed on Saturday. I won't be here. So the people, I've seen 2 groups of people ice fishing it already. So I don't think anybody caught anything, but it's weird that this bay does not have fish. So how often? So the question is, how often do I drive north to find ice? In the month of December, for those of you who religiously watch my channel, go to, like, if you want to watch more content, I drove over 2,500 miles in the month of December. I live down in Manchester area, just in the month of December looking for ice. So I'll drive up past the notch, fish for the day, hopefully get maybe 2 videos. Most of the time it's just 1, and then drive back down. And then go up another 2 days later, and then drive back up, get another video, and then drive back down. Yeah, there is stuff on Winnipesaukee that is safe. And everybody is lying to you on Facebook. They are a bunch of trolls. I don't even know what to call them. it's really silly. Like, there's only a few spots that are safe. And safe's all relative. Like, I'm not taking my snow dog out here, and I wouldn't take my 4-year-old out here. Actually, I would take my 4-year-old here. I wouldn't let him sleep on the ice that I'm sleeping on, but and I'm only drilling 1 hole in the ice tonight just for that reason. I have holes around me, but yeah, everybody's saying, like, make sure you get a boat. And the funny thing is, like, the bays down from here are open, and the bays up from here are open. This is just one of those bays that freezes. It just gets locked with ice super early. It's not the best place to fish, sure, but it has ice, so we're out here. We're making a video, even if we don't catch anything. Freaking smelt would bite, catch something today. And I have a shiner that's at the bottom right now, wiggling around. And I have a new product. Well, new to me. How many of you guys use rattle reels? So I got one of these new rattle reels, courtesy of Eskimo. And so you can set the tension, but at night, if something's pulling, it's got little bearings or whatever in there, bells in there that ring. Obviously, I got to put a line on it and a hook and a shiner, which I'm going to do tonight. Cold this week's going to help. Yeah, I was going to ask on Facebook, like, what is, so if you go to the main ice fishing forums, everybody's like, oh yeah, this is how much, like, it's not the first week that everybody's out there, because, like, the big lakes, nobody really cares about sharing. There's so many places to fish. And, Maine is another 100 miles north of us, and parts of it, of course, right? So I just don't get why New Hampshire has the secrecy, and I didn't grow up ice fishing, so I don't know if there's any history behind it. But I'm going to post tomorrow that this is safe, and a picture of where I was. I mean, I walked. It's going to shock a lot of people. I might, if it's not super windy, I might fly the drone up and kind of point out where I was. But no ATVs, no UTVs. If I was a little ballsy, I would have taken the snow dog out, but it's not worth it. Problem is with the snow dog, I'm like, oh, I'll just go a little bit further, and then I'll get myself in trouble. So I can't believe these smelt aren't even biting this jig. Super frustrating. clean up stuff a little bit. Haven't even set my bed up. I have to get out for open water. Happily set up to. That's awesome. Hey, let me show you guys LiveScope. That's LiveScope. So each one of those little stupid things are smelt. And I'm zoomed out actually. So the light from me is penetrating down to like 25 feet. And I have a shiner that's down there somewhere. And if it was really good, I wasn't going to go live tonight, so you guys would be missing out. But I also invited 3 other people to come out tonight. And everybody's like, they have a job or something, or they have kids. Which, you know, I'm going to have to leave early tomorrow and get my kiddo. But snowstorms will be snowstorms. This jig shouldn't be scaring smelt. It's tiny. Can't even put this in. That's Ryan, by the way, constantly calling me and bugging me about, did you catch any fish yet? No. You guys don't see a lot of videos where I don't catch or do anything. So I try not to release those, but I'm targeting smelt right now. I can't legally target Lakers here in New Hampshire. At night, after 2 hours into the dark. So I think, yeah, we're definitely past the time. But I can target burbot or cusk right now, which is why I have a cusk lines out, so set lines, and then I have a jig with a minnow down the bottom here. Just catching smelt to pass the time, basically. Yeah, New Hampshire is... Maine doesn't have a night rule. Vermont doesn't have a night rule, but New Hampshire does. For whatever stupid reason, we have a rule. Yeah, we have crazy fishing regs, and you need a freaking... Someone just told me you need a law degree just to read the stupid things. Even Vermont, and they made the rules easier in Vermont apparently. But I fished Alaska. You think we have a lot of rules? I mean, their state's huge, but the guides that I used in Alaska, it's like if you're ever fishing in Alaska, you're breaking a rule. It's just how it works. Like there's always something that you're breaking. And they admitted to me that they were breaking some rules on purpose. So when they... Oh, did you guys hear that? Anybody out there? Did you guys hear that noise? I don't know what that was. That was the ice moving, I think. But it also sounded like my jet sled moving, but there's no wind out, so probably just the ice settling. Like, we're making ice, so I expect it to be loud. Much as I don't like hearing ice. I'm on just enough safe ice. I could be up shallower on like 6 inches of ice, but I figured the chance of me actually catching something in 1.5 or 2 feet of water is pretty slim this late at night. So we're running the heat on low right now. I'm getting some water piling up, but I have buckets and stuff's kind of scattered everywhere, and I have a fan blowing some heat around. And the stupid smell, it won't bite, and I don't have any really other small jigs with me, and all my Haley style jigs are like chain style jigs are in the truck, and I ain't walking back that way. I'm in the Eskimo 450 XD. So I think that's rated for 3 to 4, I think. 3 to 4 people. And you can fit 2 what do you want to call them? 2 cots in here, like one on that wall and one on this wall. But how I rig it by myself is just one on, so the door is right here, like the walk-through door is right here. Heater's there, lights on that side shining on me, and then bench on this side, and then battery and all the other camera stuff is over there. Which, don't tell me I have a fish. Seems to work out pretty well. Gives me lots of space to walk out the door. So the 949. So I had the 949 IG before. I started working with Eskimo, and I asked them, like, should I get the 650 or should I get this? They said that. So I think the panel, so each panel, each spreader bar is the same size as the 949, but you don't get the door. So what they do is they add in, let's say it's that much door, so it's like 2.5 feet of door, and it opens the whole thing up. So if you really want to like upsize, go for the 650. My buddy and I stayed in the 650 with 2 cots and had like way more than enough room to chill in there and do it on our New Year's trip. If you guys want to see that video, you can go back and look from a week ago. But yeah, the 949 is also tight. I've slept 2 people in that. With the normal doors, it's just like you're always blocking a door because they're diagonal, but 450 is good. I like it. I've also slept in my flip over one, the 2400. I'm really trying to catch a smell for you guys. There's so many freaking fish on the screen I can't see. And the temperature must have dropped in here because it's cold. Alright, I can't see what it is. Hello, reeled and fishing, nice. Yeah, we're on 3 to 4 inches. 650 is 5 to 7 person. Can set up a table and cook 4 people with that. How many holes can I fish? Yeah, we're only allowed two. We're allowed 2 lines, and then because we have burbot here, we're allowed to have 6 set lines, which are basically fixed lines that are attached to a stick. What's with the light here? Hold on, I'm gonna change the light pattern. Better? Yeah, no, you can fish. You can fish all night if you're. So on Winnipesaukee, because it's a cusk lake, you're allowed 2 lines all night as long as you're tending to your lines. For burbot, any species. So you can if you catch a lake trout at night, you just got to release it as safely and as quickly as possible. Right, and I'm not fishing game, so just keep that in mind. You're also allowed 6 cusk lines that are set lines down all night, and you have to check them every 24 hours. So if you guys want to be crazy, I can go check cusk lines with you in a little bit. Put my headlamp on. You guys can sit on my chest, and we can go check cusk lines. I set them probably 2.5 hours ago, maybe even 3. All right, before I got in here. Yeah, we got limited some perch. And a lot of people have the same kind of impression. You're only allowed 2, but it's in addition to 2 lines for jigging or tip ups or whatever, and then cusk lines you can have the whole day down. Like, it literally does not hurt to have them down, even if you're going for lake trout. You can just have them down. You know, if a burbot will come by and slip one up. But the thing about burbot is, burbot lines, if you catch anything else but burbot, you're supposed to cut it off at the hole and release the fish. That actually says that in the rule book. I just read it 2 days ago, which I did not know, because I've definitely caught a lake trout and pulled them up. You know, safely released, safely unhooked the fish. You little buggers. Why is the screen going bright and dark and bright and dark? What else? We allow 25 yellow a day. Yeah, so we're allowed 50 species, 25 max of one or the other, I think. Don't quote me on that. Of like panfish. Or maybe it's 20, 25 total. So reading the rule book is weird, because I don't keep fish. Almost never. I'll keep cusk, which have no limit. And I'll keep 1 or 2 lake trout a year. And that's it. And I know this, I usually look up the size before I go, because not each lake is different, but there's general regs and then there's special regs. See, all those smelt moved over to me. This rod is just not sensitive enough, and I don't have a spring bobber with me. No fish yet, John. We're actually jigging for smelt at this point. We're jigging for smelt. We got a set line down. Yeah, I have a tiny piece of tungsten. I'm using a little piece of shiner meat, which I've had luck with before. And I have a bunch of worms and stuff at home, but of course I forgot them. Like I always do. Forgot them at home. A bunch of lights. Ooh, can I zoom in? Well, all right. Sorry about that. I guess I can zoom in on my screen. All right, good. Yeah, I've jigged for smelt before. They're just, I don't know, 50, 60 on the screen right now. They're just being finicky like the Lakers were today. So if you're just hopping on, I missed at least 5 bites today in the 4 hours that I was walking around. They were just literally just nipping on the back of one of my jigs and baits that I sell. Yeah, I don't have all my Haley jigs are in the truck, and I'm not walking back there again. This is not a snow dog trip, for sure. I got about 400 of them right below me here. Come on, go down. And I'm gonna dead stick it. See if this stupid little fish will bite it. Oh yeah, just spook instead. Yeah, spook with the tiniest tungsten jig I got here, which is like 1 mil. Winnie does fully freeze over. It froze over 2 years ago, which was nice. Yeah, it is nice to be out with them. Yeah, Winnie does freeze over. I think we are going to continue to have crappy years, which, you know, is miserable for my business, which is what I'm doing right now. It just means I'm gonna have to fish late in this. Like, a lot of YouTubers will fish into like April and stuff like that, and literally stop releasing content. We have to stop ice fishing for Lakers on April 1st. We have to switch to open water. So now, I mean, April 15th until April 1st, we don't have that long of a season. We have February, March, half of January. That's it. Fuck. That much ice. 3.5 inches. I'd rather not be sleeping on this little ice. But is what it is at this point. I'm committed to the spot. All right, come on over. Come. Oh, I spooked him. Slowly running out of food. Smells are pissing me off. They're probably just really small. If I was to guess, I don't know how long I've been live for, 45 minutes or so. Give me some days for walleye next week, John. If you guys want to check out another YouTube channel, check out Woods and Weeds Outdoors. That's my cousin. He's in Vermont. We do similar style content and fish together quite often when we can. But a lot of my audience watches. Hey, let me know in the comments right now. 20 of you on. Let me know what other YouTube channels, fishing channels that you watch. I know a majority of you watch Clayton Schick, Jay Siemens, Mindak. And there's a couple other channels. But a lot of folks that watch my content, ice fishing content, watch those guys, and they are very, very walleye centric. Which we don't have here in New Hampshire. We do, but not worth even putting the effort in ice fishing wise. All my smelt just went off 3 feet to the left here. Actually, they're here. NDK Angler, Real Northern Bass. I haven't watched Bart, but I like Tom Bully's stuff. I like his style. I've done some videos similar to his. For the Connecticut River. Yeah, Connecticut River, Merrimack River. There's a couple other. There's one other river that they stocked in back in the 60s, 70s. I guess they're still in there. Still catchable. But I don't think it freezes, so it's more of a boat adventure. Where the hell is my jig? There it is. Joe Holland and Chris Everett, yep. Hopefully, probably not this week. I'm going to be shot this week. I have other plans this week besides ice fishing. Hopefully I'll have Chris Everett from Maine Trout Whisperer on either this Thursday or next Thursday on a live kind of podcast style thing, just because he's not getting out as much as he wants to either. Ice has been crappy everywhere. Yep, that's where I'm at. Oh. Yep. Me to you is on. Let's see if I can check my battery percentages. Yeah, 67. All my smelt have gone deep. You guys want to go check cuss lines? Yes, no, maybe? Let me know in the comments. What we're going to do is we're going to put the jacket on. You folks are going to go on. I guess you can stay on the tripod, maybe? I don't think there's any ice on Champlain. If there is, it'd be Mrs. Coy and up. If I was to guess. All right, we're going to go check cuss lines. 4 people said yes. And I'm getting antsy. So, I'm trying to think if I want to keep you on the tripod. Let's do some of the shallow bays. Let's turn off LiveScope because it ain't doing nothing anyways. My dumb butt spread them out quite far. because I was going to go put them close to shore, and then I changed my mind because there's bubblers where I was going to go, and I don't feel like dealing with that tonight. It's going to take me a second to switch over to chest mode for you guys. But checking cuss lines is always fun because you never know what. I could be 0 and 5 like it was today already. That is not the right thing. I don't know if I have the right thing with me here. To put you on the chesty. I don't think I do. All right, you folks get the tripod. All right, you guys get the tripod, that way I can see what we're doing. And my gloves are wet. Moist on the inside, moist. I don't know if you guys won't fog up. You fog up on the way back. Let's turn this on. Turn it back down to low. I have no idea if you guys can see. I got one in this direction, I know that. My plan was to not check these things until tomorrow morning, so highly likely that I'm not going to be able to find them all tonight. But we'll see. You guys can kind of see my face, and you know, lucky my shack has reflectors, but there's a little bit of moonlight up. Not a lot. And my lazy butt has never put reflective material on my test trap, so kind of walking off into oblivion here. Yeah. The chance of me finding this stupid thing is pretty low, actually. And there's no snow, no nothing on the ice, so I don't know where they are. I know I did one kind of over here. And I don't normally have an issue of finding them because usually I'll leave tracks with a snow dog, or I'll see them when I wake up in the morning. I think there's no effing way I'm gonna find this one. All right, we're already at a losing streak here. I gotta go back to the shack and re-get my bearing. Yeah, we're not gonna find that one. I set it off straight from shore, and I was heading in this direction. And I know I should have made I make my cuss lines so they can basically be driven over with a snowmobile, not an issue. Just the board that sits flat to the ice. I know people make them so they stand up and have reflectors and put glow sticks on them. I don't do that because I don't go very often for them. Well, I was going to bring my Garmin with me, but I decided to not drag my jet sled around. And I normally just set them all in a straight line. Like, I pick one direction and I just set them that way. Oh, we found one. So we're going to be 4-0 here. I got a new tripod, guys. Let me tell you, this thing sucks. It really sucks. There is nothing on this, but you're not allowed to not check it all the way. So I have to bring it all the way up in like 40 feet of water to check to make. Actually, it's heavy, but it's not nothing on it. Nothing on it. And I almost went live just all day today because I didn't know if I was going to release anything. I do make some money off the live stuff. You guys see ads? Click on those ads if YouTube decides to put ads on live. It tends not to. But I'll find the, I think I put 4 in this direction, and then I put that other one off where I can't find it apparently. Alright, now to find the other one. Sorry, I can't. And there's like, it's not completely glare ice. There is some, what you want to call it? It's like snow drifts out here that look like my cuss trap. So I walk over to them and then found one. And we're not in a super cusky spot. Normally these would be right up on rocks or around rocks. Oh, I got lazy. Don't stop. Yeah, I basically don't expect snowmobiles to not run over them. Nothing on this one, but I'm bringing it up anyways. Negative. This is how I get a freaking mess of line here and it won't go back down. Just gotta sit on the bottom. And I was given a bunch of tip-ups by a family friend, I don't know, probably 3 years ago. And the tip-ups had line on them. So that's what That line is on my cusk line. No clue how old it is. Could be older for me. It was his dad's, and the guy gave 50 plus years old. So that was 1, 2. Here's number 3. I might have set 2 in that direction. And they're in line. I just don't know where that line is. I should have scratched my feet on the ground. All right, here's another one. But we got a 1/4 inch of ice in the last 3 hours, which is good. Nothing on this one either, by the way. Got to bring it up. You can't jig it to check it. Because I've had little cusk on there. You pick them up and they like literally play dead. Or a lake trout will actually like kill itself. Prove that it's nothing. Send it back down. This must be ducks around here or something. Those of you who heard that. Alright, we're on the bottom. So mine's literally just a piece of wood. Piece of wood with some notches cut in it to wrap the line around. Simple, simple, simple. And I made a video on how to make them, and I never released it because I figured if someone wanted to make them, they would just go buy them. They're like $6 at the store a piece, but you can make that for the line's the most expensive part, and you can run 50-pound braid if you want to. I run ice line just because it thaws easier. All right, I think I only did 3 in that direction. Let's walk back over to and we'll go back in the shack. Drop deeper water. Yeah, my plan was to take some cusk home, but this particular bay is not good for them. Where I am is not good for them, but they do roam. And I really expected there to be a ton of bait out here today, and there just wasn't. Like 0-0 last time. You couldn't drop down without, you couldn't even, like if you were running a Vex, you can't see bottom, there's too much smell. You have to put it on manual mode and override the bottom, the auto bottom. So I was walking towards the buoys, or towards the two things that say danger, thin ice. Shoot-doo. They gone. This is why fishing game makes you put your names on them, so they know who to yell at when you leave them on the ice. Maybe I have some reflective tape at home. Maybe I'll actually put some reflective tape on them, because that would help. And if we get a ton of snow tonight, there ain't no way I'm finding these stupid things tomorrow anyways. So, good thing it's not supposed to snow until tomorrow. Late morning, I'll be up early and I'll check them. Be part of the video. As of right now, I don't have a video. And as much as the next guy, I like sleeping on the ice, but I have a really expensive sleep number bed at home that I really like sleeping in, instead of my Coleman cot. All right. Sorry, folks. No custom mission. Maybe in the full video. I do have a perch and bluegill video about 80% edited for you folks. Oh, you know what? I have a cusk line right next to the shack. I forgot all about it. Sorry, I keep shining with heads, but this one's right next to the shack. I drilled a hole to check some ice. So that was 3, this is 4, and then 5 I'll find tomorrow. Here's the one right next to my shack here. And I make them out of like big pieces of wood so you can break through the ice easy. That actually doesn't feel like it has any bait on it still. Or anymore. Maybe it does. Caught one little burbot in the Pittsburgh video. The New Year's video, as I call it. And I picked it up once, I'm like, oh, I don't feel him. Nope, he's still on there. Going back down. And I had a bunch robbed in Pittsburgh, so it's right off the boat launch too. And we're on the bottom, and I like to I don't know, let it hit bottom and then pick it up and just like slightly set it in the bottom so that minnow doesn't get buried in the silt. I don't know if it actually helps or not, but I like to think it would. It does. Alright, you guys might fog up. You guys fog up or no? I usually target cusk anywhere between 10 to 50. 50, you're giving those fish barotrauma, so you got to keep them at that depth, or you got to like burp them and release them. They don't handle. They handle it way better than like crappie and stuff too. So it's possible. It's just for the most part, I target like 30 feet and under. On rocks. Rocks is key. Fire up the LiveScope. I have my shiner still down there. I also want to conserve my LiveScope battery for tomorrow, when I might actually catch a fish. But we'll give stay on a little bit longer here, and then I have no idea what time it is. 9 o'clock. No, I'm going to bed around 10. I'm going to glow this jig one last time. Little tiny glow jig. Not one of mine. It's, when I bought a Bass Pro or something like that years ago. Yeah, I'm on 3.5 inches of measured ice. I will do an ice report tomorrow and kind of keep you guys all updated. I'm sure I'll piss off a bunch of people, but I don't care. And the only people I like... So I don't know if you guys know, there's people that don't like me. Don't really care that much. But they can create some issues for me, like getting me kicked out of Facebook groups and stuff like that. Which, I hate Facebook as it is. But there was a guy in Pittsburgh, a bait dealer, that listed that there's safe ice on the ponds up there, or on the lakes up there. And then I go fish up there, and people are complaining that I'm fishing up there, telling people where to go. I'm like, I didn't say anything. But still, I'm the one that gets yelled at, not the guy who's trying... I'm trying to help people. He was trying to help people because he runs a business on bait. He's not going to say there's no ice up there and not get any more business. So I'm the one that gets yelled at because I have a bigger social media presence. Or the 4 people that think they're God's New Hampshire gift to fishing think they need to complain about me. And I'm not worried about them hearing this either. They're not on the they're not on the live, I can tell you that. Oh, I might have actually just hooked one. Just gonna keep setting the hook until I catch one. Come on. Thank you, George. And I'm hoping I brought my other stupid freaking battery out here. I'm guessing I didn't. So that's in the truck. So I got 3 bars. And if you guys run the Milwaukee, I don't run the T-bar handle on my Milwaukee. I find it a pain in the butt. It gets in the way and it snags on things. It's just extra weight. I feel like the Milwaukee has a anti-torque feature. Like if you're letting it escape from you, it'll throttle its power back. I don't know if it's that smart or not, because sometimes I'll have issues with it not going through ice, and then like today, just rips through ice no problem. But I was holding on to it more, so I don't know. I'll have to look in the manual. But I'm on my 3rd Milwaukee drill. I've smoked the first one. I smoked another one last year, and so I'm on my 3rd. They just keep giving me new ones. I want to catch one smelt for you guys on live. That's it. Burbot would be nice too, but I don't think that's going to happen. But my jig is probably a 2 or 3 mil, probably a 3. And these guys are not going for it. I know they can see it. And they're not much bigger than the jig. Little buggers. Hopefully I'll catch some Lakers in the morning for you folks. That was twisted, that was bothering me. So many smelt on the screen now. Probably at least 50. But they look all like pin smelt, and I ain't catching one of these. Kick off it. Way to go. Come on. It's my imagination. I've been staring at the screen all day. The gray interior, a game changer in my opinion. Yeah, the gray interior is great. So when I bought my first 949, it was with the gray interior, and it really helps with filming. It helps bounce the light. So I'm running one LED strip from the back of a. So I broke the Hog outdoor lights, which is an ice fishing brand, and almost started an electrical fire in my shack. So that was fun. Or I did start an electrical fire. Okay, I unplugged it quick enough. That was last year. And then I bought this one. These are for, like, if you have a tunnel cover in the back of your truck, these lights stick on the sides of your truck. Then they're powered by your truck with a little switch. So it's just a long 5-foot strip light, and one strip is lighting up the whole shack, and I got 2 more. It would just, make it a freaking UFO if I lit it up all the way. What is that? Ooh, there's an air bubble coming up from the bottom, which can only mean one thing. There's nothing down there. couple. And it's funny, the gray interior is great, but Eskimo just came out with a blackout one. I still don't know why they put windows in the blackout one, because that's where the light usually comes in, like around the windows. They got a blackout one for sight fishing, for like people that spearfish and sight fish for trout and stuff like that, like I do. Which, I used to do a lot of stock. I do a stock trout like first thing in the ice, but I try to like, ooh, I actually got bit. I'm trying to let all the local yokels get out there. I've been filmed there once, and then I stop at the broodstock brookie. Ooh, broodstock brookie spots. All right, pressure should be dropping right now. But we'll stay on a couple more minutes, and then currently I gotta clean up in here and set up the sleeping bag and all that jazz. But if you guys missed the beginning of the chat, I was saying you should go to my website, either buy a burp shark sticker or some baits, help support the channel, because ice fishing season has been terrible so far. The month of December, I traveled 2,500 miles to get you guys content and find ice. So go buy a sticker, go buy some baits, something. I don't have anything to donate, like any spot to donate. Yes, you can donate right to this chat if you wanted to, but you gotta be logged in and have an account attached to it, I think. This winter has been tough. First video did really well. Hoping this one does well. If I end up catching some fish, at this point it's just going to be me sleeping on the ice and waking up tomorrow and hopefully catching a laker, or having one of my cusk traps have something on it. And they just released another air bubble. I have seen smelt do that before. I don't know why. Yeah, these smelt are tiny. They're all pin smelt. And I'm in down mode, so I can tell scale really well. It's not even worth my effing time. Not even worth it. I'm reeling the panfish rod up. Question is, do I run the rattle reel down tonight? Where do I run it? Because I don't feel like drilling another hole in here. I feel like that's possibly could cause some use. Run that in there. Clean some shiner scales off. Retractor. Yeah. No point. No point. No point. No point. Actually, I can't run the rattle reel because I have no stinking split shot with me either. Yeah, we don't actually. That would be a very good topic for Chris and I on Thursday. I don't know if we'll do it this Thursday or next Thursday. He was supposed to be scheduled a couple weeks ago, but Josh moved, and so I moved him. Him and I literally just started talking a month and a half ago. A lot of YouTubers keep to themselves. It's just like kind of our personalities usually. Collaboration helps a lot. Him and I have, tentatively scheduled to go fish together this winter, but what happens is I get content, I have sponsored content that I got to do, so that comes first, and then collabs comes second, along with family, business, collabs, and whatever else could happen, I'm gonna run this to charge my phone tonight, I think. Throw that over there. Throw the GoPro in here tonight. So what battery is that? Where did this one come from? I got 2 partial batteries, that's fun. Alright, I'll kill that one tonight. Trying to clean up. I gotta dry my socks. My feet aren't wet from water, they were just sweaty from running around. Let me zoom out. I'm at... Sound like someone just set off fireworks right now, but it's just the ice. Ice doing its ice thing. Ice making ice. All right, I'm shutting LiveScope off. There we go. Heater's on low, which I don't know if I'm going to run it on low tonight or not. See how cold it gets. Yeah, this bay is just one of those bays that freezes early. I don't really know why. It does have a stream that runs into it. It keeps that section open, obviously. But it's kind of like tucked up. This bay and the next bay up are frozen. I will go check a couple spots. I might go check a couple spots tomorrow if I get off the ice. If I get enough video tomorrow, I'm going to go check a couple other spots. But we'll see. You guys got any more questions before I drop you? Because we've been on there for an hour and 20 minutes, and I haven't stopped talking for an hour and 20. And I'll do an ice fishing an ice update tomorrow before this storm rolls in. I took pictures today of like how thick the ice is and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna run the rattle reel. Keep that over there. Keep that rod over there. And we get a little bit of water in the shack, but not too bad. How much ice? 3.5-ish. Really put my hands down there right now. We got about that much, but it's clear black ice with air bubbles mixed in. So it'd be better if it was clear, but it's as good as you're going to get this time of year, or this year at least. So, good night, everybody. Hope you guys tune in for the full video. I don't know if this is going to make a video or not. One of the reasons I went live, because I got skunked today. And that doesn't normally happen out here. Normally I at least catch one little laker. So, good night, everybody. I gotta answer a bunch of other chats. And I'll see you. I probably won't do this Thursday because I'm too busy, but I'll do next Thursday. I'll talk Chris from Main Trout Whisperer the week after this one. Good night. All right, how do I stop this thing? Thanks for tuning in, by the way, all of you.